Hey guys, it's Travis here at the Laughing Out Greenhouses. We wanted to do a little segment today about what to expect now that you've got your garden planted into the ground. I have brought one of my favorite experts. This is Clayton from Monterey. This guy knows his stuff. He's a fellow doctorate, I can't say he's an agronomist like I am, but he is a plant science doctorate. So that's pretty awesome.
We'll see.
So we're both equivalent to, being experts, just in different aspects.
We're just plant nerds.
Yeah, we're just plant nerds. Totally, exactly.
Okay, that's it.
So, all right. So what we want to talk about, we get a lot of questions from our customers like, okay, we've got this stuff planted, and now it's going to be perfect, right?
We want to be perfect.
Right.
We have wives that want to be perfect.
That's true. So, but as we know, gardening is like raising kids. You never know what's going to happen, right? You're going to have all kinds of issues. And what we've done at Laughing Out, we've invested heavily with Monterey to make sure that you can continue to build the confidence and have the know-how on how to continue making that garden look beautiful and produce for you. Whether it's full of color, whether it's full of vegetables, whether it's fruit trees, whatever it is that you need, we have it here at Laughing Out. We've invested very heavily with Monterey and Clayton to make sure that your gardening experience is top-notch. Okay, so Clayton, tell us a little bit about, we've got a lot of gardeners that have got their flowers in and they've got vegetables in and their fruit trees are going. What are some of the potential issues that they're going to be facing now that we know we've had a wet winter, relatively wet spring? What are some of the issues we're going to be facing?
Well, some of the issues that we're going to see this year, and I wrote some papers on this that I shared with you. We're going to see some of the fungal issues. They're going to be the big one this year.
Okay.
And like powdery mildew and downy mildew and rust. And rust are very strange.
Yeah.
And so those are going to be the big ones. And those are soft fungal diseases. So we can spray those. They're going to come on. And we'll make that leaf look wonderfully beautiful. But we gotta get rid of them.
Right.
Because the spores are in the air.
Okay.
And they're gonna come from all around.
All right, so basically what Clayton is talking about is you might start seeing white spots on your leaves, okay? There's some that are on top, there's some that are on the bottom, and all of a sudden you'll start seeing your plant kind of flag or start drooping and not looking very happy, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's completely white and it's withered down to the ground. What he's talking about is fungal issues, fungus, okay? So downy mildew, powdery mildew, what are some of the chemicals that we have here at Laughing Out that we can use to help combat that?
Yeah, so there's a couple of them we have. So we have the Fungimax, which is microbutanol, but we want to start off more organically. And if you notice, we got two different colors of label.
Okay.
So all of the green labels, they're more organic based, and all of our orange labels, they're more synthetic. Doesn't mean they're wrong or anything else like that, but we want to start off here with the disease control and so this here is sort of the new direction that we're going in. This is a new bacteria, and I'd like to have people try and pronounce this. Bacillus aeruginophorus liquidfacius, but we won't get into
I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, it does. So this is a live bacteria that we can actually spray on the leaf, and this bacteria gives off what's called leptoprotein that just eats away those soft funguses and gets rid of them within a day.
Oh, wow.
They're gone. But we want to do multiple sprayings because the sun kind of eats that bacteria away. So we spray them a couple different times, and once the spores go away, then it comes back beautiful, whole.
So when's the best time to spray? Morning, noon, night?
I like to spray in the evening time because I want that, this bacteria to sit on the leaf overnight to do its job.
Okay, and then the next question to follow up is, how do we apply it?
So you can spray it with a sprayer. So you got a real wonderful one here. So it's 1 ounce per gallon. That's all it needs.
So 1 ounce per gallon. So this is a half a gallon. So I would do a half an ounce.
Half an ounce.
This in here, and then I'd fill the rest up with water.
And just spray it right off.
Pump it and spray it.
So I was across the country giving a talk. My boys called me up. I have a greenhouse. They said, "Dad, there's this white stuff growing in your plant." I said, "Grab ball number 4. It's always a premix before I left."
Oh, okay.
They sprayed it on. The next day it was gone.
Awesome.
It just absolutely
I'll be darned. And this is a live
bacteria.
Okay,
Right.
so it's live and in charge, ready to go.
Ready to go.
So if somebody doesn't want to do an organic approach, they want to do more of a synthetic, what's a good item we can use?
So the other one is Fungimax. You can also get rid of this. This will last longer. This is microbutanol, and this is 2%. You can spray that on the leaf. It'll give it a little bit. It's a little bit stronger.
Same concept.
Same concept. Spray it right on the leaf.
Okay.
So you got two choices. You can go organic, or you can go with the chemistry here.
Awesome.
So
okay.
we like to give people choices, whatever they want to do.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. The next big one is going to be insects.
Ah.
So there's two things that we battle a lot here
Yes.
in Utah County. The first one is mosquitoes, and then the second one, of course, is the notorious squash bug. We get asked a lot. I planted squash, we planted pumpkins, we've done zucchini, but they all get eaten by the squash bug. Is there something up here that
Yeah.
we can use for the squash bug?
So I like this one here. So it's synthetic. This is escamvalulate. So this is a pyrethroid, and almost all pyrethroids you cannot use on vegetables, with the exception of 4.
Okay.
This is one of them. So I actually use this around my house myself. I live in the mountains, so we get all sorts of strange bugs.
Okay.
And I spray this on my vegetable. I actually create what I call my 10-foot death zone around my house. And it'll last for 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
And it'll last, and this will do a great job on vegetables.
So can we spray it directly on the vegetables?
Yeah.
Really?
You
Okay.
can go almost up to 7-day harvest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some are 14 days, but most of them are 7 days
Okay.
with no issues. So this is synthetic pyrethroid, and it does a great job. It'll do a great job on your squash bugs.
Guys, the squash bug solution right here.
There you go.
Okay.
And does
The
it
bug
great job.
buster 2 is what you need. All right. Same concept, right?
Right.
We put an ounce per gallon or half an ounce
It's
in
a
here.
little bit more than that. I believe it's about 2 ounces per gallon off the
Okay.
top of my head.
So you're going to put an ounce of this in here,
Yes,
fill it with
right.
water, and then spray it all over your vegetables, and that gets
Won't hurt.
rid of the notorious squash bug. Okay. What about mosquitoes?
So you have the mite and insect spray up
Okay.
here. And this is bifenthrin.
Okay.
And this will do a good job. Mosquitoes are on the back of the label, even though it says mite and insect. This will do a good job for mosquitoes of wiping right out for a long time.
Love it.
For about 4 weeks or so, like that, 4 to 6 weeks with no
4 weeks, guys. Okay.
Yeah, with no problem. This is just
right.
like escamvalulate. It's pyrethroid, but this one you don't want to use around vegetables.
Okay, so not this one, not around vegetables.
Right.
Got it.
This one you do.
That one is vegetables. This one is not vegetables.
Right.
Got it.
But
Okay.
this one you can use on your lawn, around your trees, around your ornamental plants, everything else with no issues whatsoever.
Perfect.
And I always suggest using it towards the evening time, almost with anything.
Okay.
That way it sits there overnight before the UVs get to it.
Got it. Because the UVs will break them down.
Right.
And,
Will
and,
sit there.
and make them be ineffective.
And we want them to sit in the plant and dry overnight.
Got it.
And if they want something organically for your squash bugs, you do have spinosad right here. And this will work for your squash bugs.
So this is the organic solution.
Right. And this is a particle of a bacteria.
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
So spinosad or spinosad
Right.
is for your chewing insects,
Chewing insects, just
Okay.
like your squash bugs and stuff like that.
and then ones that do the piercing and sucking.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Except for your piercing and sucking at the top of the leaf, the epidermis, you want to use your horticulture oil.
Okay, so this is for like your thrips and
Well, your thrips, your aphids, your whiteflies, your mealybugs.
got it.
That-
We're going
got
to
it.
use the horticulture oil.
Right.
Okay, now what I love about the horticulture oil, guys, is that you don't have to worry as much about spraying this during the day if you don't have the time, because it will not burn. Am I
No.
correct?
This is a true ag product.
Okay.
This is what the farmers use. It's called track ag. There is no heat restrictions on it.
See? That's why I brought this in, guys, horticulture oil, because there is no heat restriction. So you don't have to worry about if you're applying it during the heat of the day.
No.
So, all right, so this right here, the garden insect spray, this basically your chewing insects, but will also work on piercing?
Not as well as just really for your chewing insects.
Got it, okay. So
we got a
garden
couple
insect
different
spray.
choices.
All right,
But if you don't want to do either, you got another choice here.
okay.
You got your fruit tree drench.
Now this will work on vegetables too, right?
It will work on vegetables.
And this is a systemic.
Systemic.
Okay,
But it's listed for all veggies,
got it?
and this will last for a season. So that means anywhere from 3 to 4 months, depending on the plant.
Got it, okay.
So you put it around your plant when you first transplant. It'll move up into the plant. Any chewing or sucking insects, this will get rid of. Now, people
Perfect.
say, I still see the insects on my plants. And I said, yes, but they're dying. I don't feel any guilt about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they're dying. You can also use this on your fruit trees as well.
Okay.
For peach borers and stuff like that.
Now, do I have to worry about this 7 days before harvest, like
No, because once it's there, it's there.
it's there. Okay.
Right.
So apply it early in the season.
Right.
Allow the plant. So for those that may not understand the difference between a contact kill and a systemic kill, a contact kill means that that chemical either lands directly on the insect or the insect touches it, and that's what kills it.
Or they ingest it.
Or they'll ingest
Like
it.
the
Right.
spinosad.
Right. Whereas a systemic, it gets absorbed by the plant, and then when the insect ingests it, it kills it directly.
Right. So this will last 3 to 4 months depending on the plant.
Awesome. Okay. So good line of product that we have here at Laughing Owl.
And then the last one's your once a year.
The once a year. So let's talk about the once a year right here.
Right. So
Okay.
this is for all your other plants that are not fruit trees.
Okay.
So your pines, your oaks, your wonderful trees in your front yard, you can actually put this around the plant and this will last for a whole year in the
Okay.
plant. And so your borers and all your other plants, but only on your ornamental plants.
Okay. So the borers, which is a real big issue that we have here in Utah, definitely not on your fruit trees,
No.
but all your ornamentals and pines, you want to use this to keep the borers out.
Yeah, purple leaf plums, stuff like that, they get all the sucky stuff on there.
So here's $1 million question for you. What do we use to control the borers on our fruit trees?
There's, you can actually use this.
This one right here.
Right.
Okay, you guys see this?
Yeah.
This is what you need for your fruit trees. It's the Fruit and Tree Vegetable Systemic Soil Drench. That's what you use on all your fruit trees. If you have any issues with insects or borers, this is what you want to use.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about the Monterey Sluggo Plus.
So this one,
I love this stuff, by the way.
So this is iron phosphate with spinosad in it.
Okay.
So we always get snails and slugs, but a lot of times people won't realize we also have other creepy crawlers in there, earwigs and centipedes and sow bugs and other things like that that will also eat the root hairs of the plants.
Okay.
So this has a tube anchor. So the snails can't pass iron phosphate to their bodies. They actually starve to death. They take it in, they actually start
It just
dying.
sits in their gut.
Right, and they start. And a lot of people say, well, I don't see the snails anymore. And I say, yeah, but you don't see any more damage. They go off and die.
Yeah.
Then we have the spinosad for the other creepy crawlers as well.
Okay.
So they ingest and die as well.
So can this be used, even though it says Sluggo Plus,
Right.
it still can be used for other insects?
Yes, as
Got
well.
it.
For
Hey.
other ground creepy crawlers. Yes.
Multi-use, guys, and it's a blue label, which means it's organic.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then we have the Fruit Treat Plus, which has our pyrethrin in it and our neem oil. So we like to switch them out every now and then,
Okay.
just to interrupt the insect life cycle.
Love it.
So this looks great for your fruit trees for all your sucking insects as well. And this will get rid of some of your powdery mildew from your neem.
And what's nice about that is you just hook this directly to your hose, and then you go ahead and you, as you're watering, the water stream comes out and it sucks the chemical and already injects it into the water for you. So there's no calculation, there's no mixing, it's already done for you. So this is called a ready-to-use product. So
And then lastly, our liquid coffee.
yes, I love liquid pop.
Yeah, so peach leaf curls are really, really big problem.
Uh-huh.
Especially this year. I've gotten more calls this year because I take calls for our office. Peach leaf curl is huge. So out here, we want to do it 3 times, starting about December, once a month on your peach trees.
We do this once a month.
Right, we actually mix this with the horticulture oil.
Okay.
This is one of the few times we actually mix things together.
Okay.
And this will take care of the insects, this will take care of the diseases at the same time.
So can I pour a little bit of this into here?
We do those separately.
Do it separately, got it.
Or you can get the concentrate of this and mix them together.
So if I wanted to do, I don't have any more liquid coffee.
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
So I can take these two
And mix them together.
and mix it together.
Most of the time, you can never mix products together.
But this is the exception.
This is the exception. It's not because of the actors, it's because of the carriers.
Got it. Okay.
But this time you can't. And you can actually use this during the season too, as long as the plant's not in fruit.
Okay, but if it is in fruit,
Then
don't
we-
use this.
Then we go with the
We
disease
go
control.
with the disease control.
Or the fungi max or something else like that.
Awesome. So guys, what you can see here at Laughing Owl, we have a huge selection to combat any issue that you might have in your garden. Not only that, if you have any questions, you've got multiple experts. We've got Clayton at Monterey, who's just a phone call away. You've got us here at Laughing Owl. We're here to help build your confidence and allow you to feel good about what you're doing in your gardens this year. So, Clayton, thank you so much for coming.
Pleasure.
It was awesome to have you here.
It's always fun coming to Utah.
Well, yeah, we love Utah, right? So the customers is what makes it really
It does.
special here. So, but all right. Well, if you guys have any questions, hit us up. You can reach to us on Facebook, Instagram. You can also reach out to us on our YouTube channel. And then what's that other social media one? TikTok or whatever.
TikTok.
Yeah, we're all over that. So
yeah,
I'm not, but yeah, we're pretty much all over that.
Appreciate
So
it.
hit us up if you have any questions. We can ask Clayton directly.
Send me a picture. I'll take care of it. I'll solve it for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Extra
Easy.
added security for you. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for visiting us today at Laughing Owl, and we look forward to helping you with all of your gardening needs.